So you've been having neck stiffness for a while and you still want to work out. And not only do you want to work out that's not going to make your neck stiffness worse, but it'd be nice if you could do a workout where afterwards your neck stiffness actually is reduced and you're feeling a little bit better. Well, in this video, we're going to go over 4 simple exercises that you can do so that you can still work out, but also improve your neck stiffness. And before we get going, it would be very useful if we could understand why neck stiffness is occurring in the first place. Neck stiffness is typically occurring for a few reasons, and the primary of which is increased muscular activity in some of the muscles in the upper rib cage and throughout the neck. And when we have this increased muscular activity, it gets very hard to move the neck and hence the stiff feeling. This is also going to be observed when we breathe in an inability to expand this upper rib cage. We might also have a difficult time changing positions of the upper rib cage or neck as well. The second reason we typically get stiffness in the neck is a loss of the independence of the movement of the upper rib cage and the neck. When we're walking or running or performing other upright functional activities, we need to be able to keep the head and neck in one position as we rotate the trunk underneath as we swing our arms. We're often losing this, and that inability to disconnect the neck and the upper rib cage during movement again leads to this feeling of increased stiffness in the neck. One major challenge we have when improving neck stiffness is that it's very difficult to expand the upper rib cage. This is due, first of all, to gravity constantly pulling down our internal organs. And second of all, we lack internal organs in the area of the upper rib cage. The only internal organs at the area of the upper rib cage are the upper lobes of the lungs. So breathing will help us to an extent, but what also may be useful is to put the upper rib cage below the lower rib cage so that we can drive movement of internal organs up towards the upper rib cage. In this position, it might be easier to breathe and to expand. So we'll try to take advantage of that as well. In this first exercise, we're going to use the inverted position that we discussed to improve expansion of the upper rib cage. For this activity, you're going to need either a small step or a cushion to elevate the lower half of your body. We're going to get onto our knees on the step or cushion. Then we're going to place our forearms on the ground so that our elbows are below shoulders and our knees are below our hips. We're also going to try to get our weight forward so our nose is over our fingertips. In this position, we're going to perform 3 to 5 breaths, easy in through the nose, and then a nice long, gentle exhale through the mouth. You'll perform about 3 to 5 breaths per set. You can repeat for between 1 and 3 sets. And then afterwards, you should have an improved ability to expand that upper rib cage, especially in the front. This should improve the ability to turn the head side to side. This exercise is going to help improve our independence and movement between the upper rib cage and the neck. And this is going to help us do activities like walking or running or anything where we have to keep the head and neck in one position and rotate the rib cage underneath it. So to set up for this activity, we're going to get into an offset stance, one foot slightly behind the other. Once we're in this position, we're going to bend the knees and try to shift our weight back. So we'll have most of the weight in the heel of the back leg. Now, keeping that knee a little bit bent and the weight in the heel, we're going to reach forward with the arm on the side that's back. We're then going to reach back on the side opposite of the side that's back. We're keeping our head and neck in the same position as we're doing this, so we're getting relative rotation of the upper torso to one side, and we're getting rotation of the neck from below. Now, in this position, we can breathe in through the nose. And as we exhale out through the mouth, we can reach forward with the forward reaching hand and backward with the backward reaching hand to improve that rotation and that neck rotation from below just a little bit more. So it's going to look like this. And then we can do another breath. Then you can repeat this activity on the other side, again shifting the leg back little bend in the knee, reach forward with the hand on the side that's back, reach back on the side opposite the side that's back, head and neck stay in the same position. You inhale. As you exhale, you can reach a little bit further forward and back to get a little bit more rotation in the upper torso. So after you do that, you should have improved ability to move the torso side to side underneath the head and neck. This activity is a good old-fashioned gym exercise, but it's going to help us to improve the expansion on the front side of the upper rib cage. So to perform this activity, you're going to need a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and then we're going to be laying down, and we're going to be doing what looks to be a tricep skull crusher, because it actually is a tricep skull crusher. So we're going to get down, laying on our back. In this position, the palm is facing down. We're going to keep the elbow positioned over the shoulder. We're going to inhale as we let the arm bend backwards. And then we're going to exhale as the arm comes upwards. We're going to inhale as the arm comes backwards. And exhale as the arm comes upwards. In the same position, we can perform a similar activity with the arm straight. This would be more like a pullover activity, but we can do the same breathing with the same hand position. We'll keep our reps relatively high but controlled, doing about 8 to 12, and you can do 1 to 3 sets. And afterwards, you should have an improved ability to rotate your neck towards the opposite side from the side that was the most tight, and just to rotate your neck a little bit better in general. This activity is a biceps curl variation that can actually be improved to expand the space between the shoulder blade and the spine in this lower neck and upper rib cage area. So for this activity, we're again going to get into an offset position. On the side that we're holding, we're going to have that foot shifted back just slightly further than the other. We're again going to bend the knees and shift the weight back so we're heavy in the heel of the back leg, in this case the right. Then we're going to turn our head towards the side that we're curling on. We're going to look down, and we're going to let our shoulder then come forward a little bit and down, and we should already feel a stretch in between the shoulder blade and the spine on the side that we're curling. Then we're going to simply perform an inhale as we curl up and an exhale as we curl down, keeping this head towards the right, in this case, the whole time. And again, we can do that on one or both sides, and then afterwards, we should have an improved ability to turn our head to the same side that we did the curl on, or just an improved ability to turn the neck in general. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you're able to use these 4 activities to improve the stiffness in your neck. So if you had one that gave you a particular amount of relief, or you felt like improved your motion a great deal, go ahead and just drop that below with any questions you might have. Until next time, my name's Greg Chaplin for Chaplin Performance. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.